Hello, my name is Either. I am an ale from the Cigar City Brewing Company in Tampa, Florida. I am what you would call a black ale, and I am quite a strong black ale, coming in at 11.2% alcohol by volume. I also have a brother called Or, and I have two younger brothers on the way called Neither and Nor. I also have more to tell you about myself. I am a high-gravity black ale brewed with Tai honey, copious amounts of hops, and aged on toasted Spanish cedar. I am about to have a gentleman called Matthew from Beers and Beards with Matt drink me and tell you how good I am.
I'm so very happy, sun is out and I feel something. I'm so very happy, whoa, whoa. I'm so very happy, sun is out and I feel something. I'm so very happy, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hey, how's everybody doing? This is Matt, and as you can see, you see what beer I'm going to be reviewing today. Another edition from Cigar City, and yes, this is Beers and Beards with Matt, in case you forgot. Now, this is a very interesting beer by Cigar City. It's a big collaborative effort they're undertaking with two other breweries. One brewery from Denmark, which on here it is called the Grassroots Brewing Company in Denmark, and the other one is called Hill Farmstead, and that's in Vermont. So they're basically collaborating their ingredients and creating a, it's going to be 4 different beers in total. The first, part 1 and part 2, you have Either and Or. This one is the Either one. The other one I have also is the Or one. And then later on they're going to come out with another set of beers, not to be confused, called Neither Nor. So it's kind of interesting. You know, I was surprised to kind of see it. I've read some reports about it on the Cigar City Brewing. They didn't even really have anything on the website, just looking at forums and stuff like that. So it's really kind of interesting. This is brewed with honey and hops, and it's actually aged in Spanish cedar, or Spanish pine, I believe. Yeah, Spanish cedar. Like a lot of Cigar City beers, they're always aged in barrels or on wood or something like that. So I'm drinking this, and this packs a punch. This is at nearly 12%, 11.2%, and I'll be drinking this out of my snifter, and it pours incredibly thick, incredibly black. So this beer itself is going to be a little bit of a monster. Tan head, not well, lack thereof a tan head, but it is tan from what it is poured. Dissipates very quickly. Pitch black inside. No way to see through this entire thing whatsoever. I mean, I can look at myself and see how beautiful I am. I'm kidding, guys. So, whew. Very robust, very alcohol-y, but it does have that touch of pine smell, a little bit of cedar, woodsy. It's very woodsy, kind of, I don't want to say musky, but it's kind of like an outdoorsy smell. And this is going to be a monster, so cheers everybody. That's a full-bodied beer. You get a lot of malts, you get some chocolate in there, you get that nice piney, woodsy, cedary taste to it. Very reminiscent of the Humidor series by them. Very just well balanced and not too hoppy for being a beer that's got a lot of hops in it and everything like that. It's got Simcoe hops, a whole bunch of like well-known hops from different places. You know, when you're collaborating with two other breweries, you're going to get a lot of ingredients you can't necessarily get down here. And this is also brewed with honey. I don't really get that sweet honey taste. I'm not a big fan of honey to begin with, so it's good that it's very subdued. And this is called Tai honey. It's a type of honey that's procured up in northern Florida, I believe. I haven't been able to find anything about it. I tried to switch Tai TYTY honey, or Tai like Thailand, and you can't find anything about this at all. I don't know if it's some type of special ingredient or where they're getting it from, but they're guarding it, to say the least. Coats the whole mouth, but it's robust, but at the same time, it's a very velvety, smooth beer. It's not harsh. You're not like trying to like get it down or anything. And this is warmed up a little bit. I didn't serve this right out of the refrigerator. I sat it out for probably about 15-20 minutes, just to kind of get it cool, to get the heat up a little bit, because the flavors really come out when a beer like this is not heated, but just it warms. So, and I don't know how you guys are feeling about the new kind of like ideas I'm doing now with the reviews, where I'm showing you the beers first without like, oh, here's the beer, holding it in front of you. I think it's a little more, I don't know, to me it's a little more personal. It takes away from some of the just talking bits, and it speeds up the review a little bit. So let me know what you think about that whole thing. Be careful, I don't want it to fly over. I was even able to pour the whole beer in this goblet. Didn't fit. Whew, man. Very woodsy though. I like it a lot. This is a very smooth beer. Even though coming out, I mean, this is probably the highest alcohol beer I've had in quite a while. Now this is This is supposed to be a black IPA, or at least a black ale, and it's kind of like a new brewing technique that a lot of people are taking under their wing now. I mean, black IPAs, I've never really heard of anything like that. You have brown IPAs and you have all these different pale ales, but the black IPA is kind of it's being introduced a lot more, and not really having a lot of exposure towards it or understanding of it. It's quite interesting. It's like crossing like a stout or a porter with like an IPA. So you're getting the maltiness plus you're getting the hoppiness of an IPA, and it's actually, I think it's almost the best of both worlds. I mean, it should be a brewing technique that should be catching on a lot more pretty soon. Yeah, I'm not gonna finish this up because I want to enjoy this beer. This beer is delicious. Anyway, verdict time. I'm going to be giving Cigar City the either black ale 2 big thumbs up. What can I say? I'm a Cigar City mark. I like Cigar City. I haven't had a beer by them I haven't liked yet. Their brewing techniques are really good. They're ahead of the game. I would say Dogfish Head and then them, in terms of like complexity and creativeness with their beers, are right up there. And just the fact that it's still a super small brewery, but it's growing. I know they've been having some problems like financially and stuff like that, especially with their tasting room possibly being closed down. They're doing a lot more distribution, which is great down here. We're getting a lot more of their beers. So as I say, 2 really big thumbs up. A great beer to sip on, enjoy. It is a tad pricey though. Down here, even in Florida, in South Florida, this beer, this one bottle, 12-ounce bottle, was $6.99. So $7 for a 12-ounce bottle of beer. That's more expensive than Chimay's and Deliriums and all those Belgian beers that you people like. I don't like Belgians. The people are, I'm sure, very nice, but the beers, they do nothing for me. I think they're quite overrated, but that's just my opinion about it. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed the review. Comment, do all that good stuff. I have a Facebook page that's going to be opening soon. I guess got to get a few more things. It's going to be Beers and Beers with Matt on Facebook. You can find it on Facebook. Like it. It's like a community page. It's not like we're friends, but I'll be doing a lot of my posting on there, pictures and other things related to beer in the video. So see you guys later. Take it easy, and happy weekend to you all. So take it easy.